Hello YouTube, welcome back again in another video of the world's top most dangerous viruses of all times. Here I am not going to just list out only the top list of dangerous computer viruses, we are going to sense the impact, and what if this kind of viruses attack in our modern world? What kind of worse will happen if it occurs? People who don't know what is a virus, let me explain simply. A computer virus is a malicious program or malware that infects other system files with the intention of modifying or damaging them. This type of infection generally consists of embedding its malicious code inside the victim file, so that from that moment said executable becomes the carrier of the virus, and therefore a new source of infection. There are different types of computer viruses that can be classified according to their origin, the techniques they use, the types of files they infect, where they hide, the type of damage they cause, or the type of operating system or platform they attack. Starting with system or boot sector virus. This virus typically moves the master boot record to some other location on the disk and copies their own code to the MBR, and thus gets executed when the system boots. These are basically shell viruses that form a shell around the executable to which it is attached and get executed first before the control is passed on to the executable. Let's have a brief intro to the top 4 boot sector viruses. Elk cloner virus is the first in the wild boot sector virus that spread and affected users in a real-world setting for the first time. This virus was created by 15-year-old Richard Skrenta in early 1981. Brain virus infects only the boot sector of IBM PC floppy disks with a 360 KB capacity. The originated country of this brain virus was Pakistan. The stoned virus was an intentionally non-malicious virus and only periodically printed the message "your PC is now stoned" on a computer screen. The originated country of this stoned virus was New Zealand. Michelangelo virus, which was first discovered in February 1991, was one of the dangerous boot sector viruses that the world has ever seen. It was a variant of the stoned boot sector virus. Other popular boot sector viruses are Angelina virus, anti-exe virus, crazy boot virus, anti-CMOS, and ping pong virus, **. Next on our list is macro virus. These are usually written in Visual Basic applications and infect the files created by MS Office programs like Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel. The first macro virus was discovered in July 1995 and was accidentally included on a CD-ROM called Microsoft Compatibility Test. The most common methods of spreading such macro viruses include email attachments, CD-ROM, Internet, USB drives. There are 2 types of macro viruses that exist. Concept virus. A first virus appeared in July 1995 and targeted MS Word. Melissa virus. The first virus with the email worm trait appearing in March 1999, which infects thousands of systems within hours. Next, file virus. File virus infects files that are executed or interpreted. Example, star.exe, star.sys, star.com, star.prg, .bat, etc. These types of viruses basically override code or inserts infected code into an executable file. These types of viruses basically infect in a variety of ways and can be found in a large number of file types. File-infecting viruses have targeted a range of operating systems, including Mac, Unix, Windows, Linux, and DOS. With the help of, you can easily analyze the suspicious files and URLs. Encryption virus. These viruses encrypt themselves and use a different key each time they infect a new file. Encryption leads to difficulty in its being recognized as a virus. Encrypted viruses are very difficult to remove as they need a decryptor or a key to decode. Without knowing more details, I recommend trying to identify the exact virus name by uploading an encrypted file and the ransom note in. The link will be in the description. You can try by simply uploading a ransom note or an encrypted file. The site will use several techniques to help identify what ransomware may have encrypted the files. This includes accessing the ransom note name, file name patterns of the encrypted file, and in some cases, even byte patterns in the encrypted file itself. Next, we have multipartite virus. These viruses infect multiple parts of the system at the same time. Example, boot sector as well as .exe files. A hybrid virus usually combines the approaches of the 2 types in order to maximize damage and resistance to removal. Ghostball was the first multipartite virus, discovered by Friedrich Skillison in October 1989. Although the effects of some infections are subtle and go unnoticed, a multipartite virus tends to work fast. Here is what you should look for if you are affected by this virus. The controllers for your drives are no longer present in the device manager. You receive constant messages stating that virtual memory is low. The content on your screen looks as if it's melting. These eyes of your applications and files keep changing. Your hard drive reformats itself. The extensions of your word processing documents are modified from DOC to DOT. Your programs take much longer to load than before or will not open at all. Stealth virus. These types of viruses escape antivirus software by intercepting the antivirus software calls to the OS and pointing it to the actual virus, which provides a clean copy of the requested program to the antivirus software. The term stealth virus is also used in medicine to describe a biological virus that hides from the host immune system. Virus coders mainly use the stealth approach to exclude virus scanners. In general, a stealth virus will hide in system memory every time a programmed scanner is run. It employs various techniques to hide any changes so that when the scanner looks for altered sections, the virus redirects it to any area that contains the clean, uninfected data. A stealth virus can infect a computer system in a number of ways, like a stealth boot sector virus might overwrite systems' master boot records with malicious code and modify the operating system's log of any file modification tracks. The stealth viruses can also avoid detection by concealing the size of the file it has infected, as some heuristic-based antivirus detection techniques use the difference in size as a parameter of identifying infected files. Next in our list, we have cluster virus. Cluster virus modifies directory entries and points system processes to virus code, then the actual program, leading to the execution of the virus code. As usual, the virus executes itself first and then hands over the control to the file, the execution of which was requested. One prominent example of a cluster virus is the dir2 virus. This is sometimes classified as a stealth virus because of some of its natural protection. This virus is commonly attributed to Bulgaria and attacks various types of executable files. This type of virus can cause serious problems if you don't know it's there. While the virus is in memory, it controls access to the directory structure on the disk. If you boot from a clean floppy disk, however, and then run a utility such as chkdsk, the utility will report serious problems with cross-linked files on your disk. Polymorphic virus. These type of viruses which transform themselves while keeping the original intention intact. They have mutation engines that enable them to mutate in various forms. The first known polymorphic virus was called 1260, or V2PX, and it was created in 1990 as part of a research project. Other examples of polymorphic virus. The storm worm, which featured a backdoor Trojan, was first discovered in 2007. The airlock ransomware family, which was first discovered in 2014, is considered the first instance of polymorphic ransomware. Polymorphic viruses are usually distributed via spam, infected sites, or through the use of other malware. Ursnif, Airlock, Vobfus, and Bagel or Upolyx are some of the most notorious polymorphic viruses in existence. Best practices for protecting against the polymorphic virus. Keep your software up to date. Do not click any suspicious links or attachments. Always use strong passwords and change them on a regular basis. Metamorphic virus. These are viruses that rewrite themselves before each infection. Notable examples of metamorphic viruses include SMIST, which was discovered in the early 2000s. The airlock is another subtype of metamorphic virus. As per the experts, this virus is a unique virus that comes with a unique code that assigns different codes to the viruses within the shell, and because of it, the Verloc virus is very hard to detect. These types of viruses come with a unique code that assigns different codes to the viruses within the shell that makes the metamorphic virus difficult to detect. And last we have sparse infecting virus. Sparse infect less, and they infect occasionally. Example, some viruses infect when they are executed for the 100th time, or the file length is between two values, or conditions like Friday the 13th. These are the most dangerous virus in our history, and we also come to an end of this video. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And tell me if any one of these viruses affects our modern world internet. or any top organization? Will it cause worse than the original, or will the antivirus platforms will detect and remove all these finds of the virus? Leave your view on comment section. Have a nice day, thank you.